Hello from Laser Hobbyist in Doha, Qatar. I bought a new noise canceling mic to show you this laser because without it you can't hear me talking very well. So this is a do-over. The advertisement from TechHood for this 10-watt laser, the price is $3,600. That's a great price because I remember when these were $6,000. I want to show you the specs from CNI. I'm not going to stay on it, but you can take a look at them right there. Okay, I'm moving off it. All right now, the power's been set up to where they're both producing about 1.1 watts. The small one was doing that, so I set the larger one to the same. Now from the far end, looking towards the source, laser beams always look brighter. If I go to the side, you can see they both get fainter. Plus, it's being washed out by the brilliance of the spot on the thermopile. But back to the end again, so I can talk about this. The beam diameter on the 10 watt is 3 times more than on the 1 watt. Combined power 2.25 watts right now. They're both putting out about a watt and a tenth more. And I would say, as far as looking at the beams, the small diameter definitely looks better. It's sharper. The larger beam is a little fuzzy looking. So the 1 watt wins when they're both the same power due to the smaller beam diameter. Okay, now I'm going to adjust the power output by turning up the voltage input to the 10 watt. The 1 watt will remain the same. With about 3.3 total watts into the head together, that means the large laser is producing about twice the output. I wanted to show you the difference in brilliance. You can clearly see now that the other beam is overtaking the brilliance, but it still looks a little fuzzy compared to that tiny little beam from the 1 watt, which it's really cool. I like that. They'll both burn the dickens out of you if you stay on it too long. The small one especially, because the power density is so much higher with a thinner beam. It'll burn you faster than the 2 watts on the big one because its beam's more spread out. Okay, I'm going to take the power up again. We're going to go to 5 watts. Okay, that's 6 watts, a little more. It's going to keep going up a little bit, but that's about 6 watts combined. So that means the larger laser is putting out 5 watts. And there you can see the 5 watts is much brighter than the 1 watt, even with the beam that's 3 times the diameter. Okay, I'm going to go up again to the full output of the 10 watt. So the 10 watt and the 1 watt, there's their combined power on the sensor. Now you can see what happens. Where'd the 1 watt go? It's there, just not very bright because the 10 watt is so much brighter it's hard to see it. That makes sense, of course. But now this is where the expensive laser shows its horsepower and the reason I decided to spend that kind of money on a hobby item. Some people, here's looking back at the beam. Okay, I'm going to turn on the kitchen light. And you'll see the 10 watts still highly visible. And by the way, it's daytime here. But in this apartment, there's just this one window there with thick curtains. But you can still, with the kitchen lights on, see that beam pretty well. From the side, again, not so much, but you get off to the end, and there it is. Okay, I want to burn some things. Okay. This is a water bottle cap. It's not all that thick, but it'll do. Okay, I'm going to shoot it through both sides with a 10 watt. Okay, there we go. Send to the one side. Smoking good. If I can hold it steady, that's the problem. It would have been through it by now. But because I'm not holding it steady, it's not going to burn straight through so quick. There it goes, though. It's gone through. You can see what I was doing. Whole time it's burning, I'm moving in it. It's just making a slot. It did go through there, though. All right. Now, that smoke has made the beam look a lot brighter. Here's some cardboard. I'll try to do this without moving it too much. Well, I can just set it this way on the table, move it in. There it goes. It went right through that quick. Do you see that? Really quick. It's still smoldering. Now, I haven't tried this with a white envelope. We're going to try it with a white envelope. Yep. Went right through that pretty quick, too. I'm not going to do any more burning because I live in an apartment and my smoke detectors will turn me in. Okay, I wanted to show you the manual that comes with this. It doesn't give any specs, which disappoints me. I don't know why they purposely left the specs out, because it says right on the manual that it's a 10-watt unit. But I suppose if they make some changes, then they don't have to change their manual. Shows you what you get. A lot of safety warnings. Don't look into the beam, you'll go blind. Electrical safety. Some things about the interlock and the key switch and fuse and so forth. This will operate from US voltage or European. It'll do 110, it'll do 250. I think it's plus or minus from those figures, some. So you could probably run it at a lower voltage than that. Let's see what it says. There's the voltage. It actually says 100 to 240, but the manual tells you higher than 240. You can see both of these lasers look similar from the backside. That's because they're both made by C&I. Here's the sticker on the 10 watt. There's the model number. Now, a word of advice for people who are buying used lasers on eBay. A lot of the people who are buying surplus equipment to resell don't know anything about lasers. They'll make claims that it's been tested. You contact them through eBay, asking them, okay, what are the parameters? What did you find? They never know. Hardly any of them know lasers. And that's the reason why when you look at a sticker like this one, and it says, see this 20 watts there? Less than 20 watts? Yeah, it's quite a bit less. It's 10 watts. But when they put it up on eBay, they'll tell you it is a 20-watt laser. So watch out when you're buying lasers on eBay. Okay, that's all I have to show today. Hope you enjoyed this beam power comparison and the comparison between the smaller, finer beam diameter 1 watt and the larger, 3 times larger diameter, maybe a little bit more than that, 10 watt. Hope you enjoyed it. Okay, cheers from Doha, Qatar. This is Chris. We'll be producing more videos, so please check my channel every now and then. Thanks.